Welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss some other coding blocks which are present in the Scratch. In this session, we will discuss our discussion will be starts from events. Our discussion will starts from events. What is meant by events? What is meant by event? Event means it is a one kind of block. It is a one kind of block which will decide what will happen when an event occurs. Means I am repeating the concept called event block. So based on the event block only, we can make decisions. We can make decisions regarding what kind of response we need to generate based on some kind of input. Why? Because in project, in a Scratch project or in a Scratch program, the output will be generated based on some event. The output will be generated based on some event. So this event block will make you to decide what type of response should be generated when an event occurs. Okay. So I think you got the point. So I will repeat once again. So whenever I am clicking a mouse, a red color underline is happening. So when an event is happening, when here the event is when I click the mouse on some kind of text, a red color underline is displaying under the text. So the red color line displaying is the response when I click a mouse. When I click a mouse, okay. So like that, in the project, multiple events will be occur. Multiple events will be happened. So for each and every event, some kind of response should be generated. That response generation will be decided in this event blocks. In this event blocks. In this event blocks. So uh, we can say that without uh, event block, without event block, there is no meaning. There is no meaning. There is no meaning for the other blocks. So there are multiple blocks are there. So each and every block will get some kind of meaning when we will include the event block. When we will include the event block. So that much of importance is there for the event block in the Scratch program. So these event blocks are in yellow color. These event blocks are in yellow color, and they are very important to execute or run a program. I think you understood the concept. So next one, this is the screenshot related to the events block. So these are the some types, some subcategories present in the event block. These are the some subcategories. So these will be discussed in the practical session. Next, after the completion of the event block, next one is control block. So there is a relationship between the event block and control block. So what is the relation? So whenever an event is triggered, whenever an event is happening, how long that event should happen? So that will be included with the help of control blocks. So I can say that an event will be done for n number of times. An event will be happened after a condition. An event will be happened in some kind of sequences. So these are the parts of control blocks, so which will control the activity, which will control the activities. So these control blocks will help you to create loops. What is meant by loops? Loop means any activity, any event which will be executed for n number of times repeatedly. That is nothing but loops. Loop means happening or executing an event for n number of times repeatedly is nothing but loops. Next condition means for some condition so and so event is generated. So and so event is generated. So that is nothing but a condition. Means if I click on this your code line or statement, then the red color line will be displayed on the code. So that is the condition. Okay, so when I click only, the red line is appearing on the screen. Okay, so when I click is the condition. Whenever I click the mouse, then this kind of red lines will be displayed. So that whenever I click the mouse is the condition here. So after the condition, so and so red color lines are displaying on the screen. So that is nothing but conditions. Next, sequences. Sequences means step-by-step activities, step-by-step events which are included in the project, which are included in the project. So, for example, any kind of activity is there, any kind of activity. So, login into the Gmail. So, login into the Gmail means what are the sequence of events? So, first of all, you need to open the Gmail and you need to give the username and password. Next, clicking on the login button. So, these are the sequence of events which will be help to log in the Gmail account. So, like the Gmail login, sequences allows us to create a step-by-step activities or step-by-step events in the Scratch project. In the Scratch project. Okay. So I can say that with the help of code blocks, step-by-step or repeat actions will be included included with the help of code blocks. With the help of code blocks. So these control blocks will enhance the project running. Okay, so whenever I will create a project with loops, with conditions, with sequences, then the project execution will be enhanced. The project running will be attractive. The project execution will be attractive. Okay, so to make attractive, the control blocks are used in the Scratch programming. Next one, what type of color is there? So these are in amber color. These are in amber color, and 11. There are 11 subcategories. There are 11 subcategories in the control blocks. So next one is this screenshot. So this screenshot means in this screenshot we can notice that these are the some subcategories. These are the some subcategories. Okay, these are the some subcategories. When I click on the control block, so these are the some subcategories. Okay, so this will be discussed in the practical session. Next one, sensing block. What is meant by sensing block? So sensing means in nowadays different applications in the mobile, they will have they will sense the data. They will sense the data. So whenever the phone is locked, the phone will be unlocked with the help of some password. Means whenever you are giving password, the phone is sensing the password, then it is unlocking the phone. So to make that kind of activities, to make that kind of uh, events, we have to use a sensing block. These sensing blocks will detect the data, will detect the given data and respond to the environment and respond to the user environment, and it will respond to the appropriate users with some outputs. So these are very powerful. So with the help of this sensing, I can make the project interactive. I can make the project interactive. Okay, so I will ask something to the project, then the project will listen my words, it will sense my words, and it will generate the sounds output. So that I can say that the project is interactive. I can say that the project is interactive. Okay, so these sensing blocks are in cyan color, and there are 18 subcategories. There are 18 subcategories are there. There are 18 subcategories are there. So this is the screenshot. This is the screenshot, and these are the some subcategories of sensing sensing code block. Next one, operators. What is meant by operator? If you observe this statement A plus B, here B is, here plus is, here plus is operator. Here plus is, it is operator. And A and B are, operands. This A and B are operands. So in order to perform mathematical operations, we need operators. In Scratch also, they will provide some operators to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are the very important to perform some kind of calculations. Based on the calculations, the programmer can make any kind of decisions. Okay. So multiple decisions will be multiple decisions will be made. After completion of some kind of calculations. Say for example, if you take any kind of example, it will take some kind of time. So for example, unlocking a phone. If you give wrong output, wrong input, if you give wrong input, wrong password for n number of times, it will calculate it. For 5 times, if you give wrong password, it will do some kind of calculation. It will count how many times he is giving wrong password. So after some kind of threshold limit, it will ask some other password, or it will ask some other mode of giving input. So like this, the operators like this, the operators are used to make calculations. So after doing some calculations, then they will take decisions in the program. So what is the color of these operators? The color is light green. Okay. So there are 18. Subcategories are there in the operators. Next one. So this is the screenshot. So these are the subcategories: plus, minus, multiplication, division. So these are the some kind of subcategories. They will be used in executing the mathematical operations. Next one. Is variables. What is meant by variables? So these variables are defined as a named container. In that name container, we will store a value. Very simple. Variable is nothing but it is a container which consisting of some data. So this data will be used throughout the program. Okay. So for example, in this recording video, my voice and my presentation is the values. So that will be stored in some kind of a container by the YouTube. Okay. So similarly, a variable in a project, in a Scratch project, we need data in order to do some kind of activities. So to do the activities, we have to store the data in some place. So that is nothing but this named container. Okay, so variable is a named container which will store some kind of values. So these values will be retrieved dynamically. Already we discussed in the previous slide that when we use the sensing block, then the project is interactive. So during the interactive, the information will be shared dynamically. So how the information will be shared dynamically means with the help of variables. So variables is very important in the Scratch program. So in order to do any kind of activity, we need to store the data in some place. So that is nothing but this named container. So to create a variable in Scratch, we need to give some name and we need to assign some value, some starting value. So what type of values will be stored? Text, numbers, and booleans. Booleans are nothing but zeros or one. Zero or one. So these are the boolean values. So what type of color? Orange color is there. Orange color is there. So this is about the variables. Okay, so variables are nothing but named containers. So which will store some data. That data will be used throughout the program. Throughout the program. Throughout the program. This is the screenshot. So these are the subcategories of the variable code blocks. Next, last one, my blocks. So my blocks is one of the block which is used to combine multiple available blocks into one another to form a single block. Already we are having multiple blocks. So in my blocks code block, we can able to merge those existing blocks to create a new block. As we know that each block is having some functionality. When I combine multiple blocks, then a single block will be created. That single block will have multiple functionalities. Okay, so when we want multiple functionalities in a single block, we can use this my blocks. We can use this my blocks. So this is the screenshot of my blocks. So under the my block. So as of now, I did not create any kind of blocks. So when I click on the my block, then it will show the list of code blocks. From that list, I can select multiple blocks to create a single block, which consisting of multiple functionalities. Multiple functionalities. So this is about the theory of Scratch programming. Theory of Scratch programming. In the next video, we will do practical sessions. In the next video, we will do the practical sessions in the Scratch program. Thank you for watching. If you found any kind of information or valuable information, you can please subscribe, share the video, and like the video. Thank you.